Oh man, this guy. Good morning, my name's Chris of Bard and Chase Photography, and it's Tuesday the 24th of September. It's a little bit of a damp one, and third video and second video in a row where it's taking a little bit of a negative side straight off. Northern photography. If you've not seen my previous video or seen my post recently, I got contacted a week or so ago, just over a week ago, by a couple of models who'd been contacted by a new photographer they'd not spotted before, and they wanted to find out if I'd got a little bit of feedback about him, if I'd heard of him at all, because word passes around. And I took a look at some of his images and realised that what he'd actually done is he'd stolen other people's images. I contacted the photographers whose images he's stolen. He's currently got his account still active, but he's got no photographs on his account. Since then, I've obviously put up some posts. I've contacted directly some of the people that I think he may have contacted with, and almost all of the people I've contacted have heard from him. In some cases, they said he's just been persistent. In other cases, they said he's been inappropriate. In other cases, he's been highly inappropriate. In other cases, he's been reasonable. But it's definitely all the red flags are flying. I completely understand. I totally understand that if you've not got any examples of working with models, that you feel tricky approaching people. Approaching models when you haven't got any work is saying, I want to work with you and get some experience of modelling, but I've not got any examples to show you. That's hard. I understand that. But people are basically nice. One girl even turned around to me and said, if you just approached her and said, I want to get some experience working with models, this is the style of my photography, I've got some good photography, incidentally I'll come back onto that in a little bit of a sec, but I just don't have any models, she said, yeah, of course I'd work with them. The fabulously talented Richard Gaynor believes, or has told me that he knows who this guy actually is. If you actually want to contact him and get some more of, because I didn't discover it myself, if you actually want to contact him, go and check out his stuff as well, because he's absolutely amazing. He believes he knows who that guy is, and he's happy to pass out that information. He does go by the name Dave, I do know that. But just be honest about it. Go out there and just say you want to get some experience working with somebody. Ask a friend to start off and get some stuff. Don't steal other people's work, and don't be unprofessional. And while I'm actually on a little bit of a rant about this, because this is something I feel quite strongly about, is the number of photographers that I know that started off and they said they want to do work on scars, they want to do work on beards, they want to do all this sort of stuff. And then 6 months down the line, you're scrolling down the feed and going, there's an awful lot of lingerie here, dude. If you are genuinely artistically wanting to go down that route, be honest about it. Don't lie, don't bull, just be honest about the type of photography you want to do. Because otherwise you're just holding yourself back, you're not doing any favours, and you just look like a fool in the end. Just be honest. I'm not a glamour photographer. I'm a photographer that sometimes does glamour. And normally, only when people ask me to actually do it, I very rarely have asked people to do a specific glamour shoot. But if you are genuinely wanting to go down that route, just do it. Anyway, that's my little negative Tuesday bit out. It is a bit of a rainy Tuesday. I'm shooting potentially outside as well as in studio today, so that's going to be a little bit of an interesting one, but we'll work with it, we'll go with the atmosphere. And as for the rest of you guys, have a great rest of the Tuesday. Do you like how I put that look thing just there? Notice the little details. Incidentally, one other thing that I should point out before we go, I am by no means as good a photographer as I want to be. Nowhere near. I think I sometimes get lucky, I get exceptionally lucky with the people that I get to work with. But everybody has to start somewhere. So, if you actually want to get involved in working with models, you can always ask me or somebody else. Say, can I come along, watch you shoot, and get that experience? Because the one thing that I do assure you of is that if you're going to be a bit of a perv about it, you're going to get assist very, very fast, and nobody will want to work with you. If you genuinely want to work with models, and that's the thing you want to do, just talk to people, ask them, ask other photographers, ask models, and you'll eventually get that break. And yeah, maybe initially you won't be as good as you think you are, but it'll get there. I'm still aiming to actually get there. I'm a long way off, but stay driven, and things will happen. On a positive note, ending. Have a good Tuesday. Stay dry. Bye.